I was going to make this whole scripted thing about Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 months later, but you know what? I'm just going to talk from my experience and my love for this game. When Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got announced, I honestly wasn't expecting it. For the longest time, after KCD 1 had been released all the way back in 2018, that game was incredible, and we didn't expect, I don't think, for Warhorse Studios to go straight to Kingdom Come 2. There was a long time there where we thought Warhorse Studios was going to be doing something else, and when we had that announcement, I was honestly blown away, and it's one of my favorite game announcements of all time. Just from that opening shot of seeing Hans Capon and Henry together again in live action was incredible. That's Henry and Hans. That's Henry and Hans.
Henry.
Oh! Oh my god!
But now we can finally show you.
Oh my
Kingdom
god!
Come Deliverance 2.
Oh god, I'm actually okay. And I think a lot of people who love this series now will attest to that. I mean, I got invited to Prague, to Kutnohora, to play this early. I got to play about 6 months before release, and it was the hardest 6 months of my life. I didn't like that Warhorse gave me the keys to this game and then dragged them away. And I think that goes to show how good Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is and what it does to better its original. And honestly, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is probably one of the best role-playing games ever made. And I don't say that lightly. From those opening moments, exploring Trotsky and discovering how big Trotsky is, and then realizing, wait a minute, there's an entire other map. Yes, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has two massive regions, the Trotsky region and the Kuttenberg region. I must have spent about 30 hours alone in the Trotsky region, doing side quests, missions, random encounters, and then seeing the impact from those missions have an impact in further quests was incredible. Because if I had missed those side quests, I wouldn't have met particular characters, and those characters had a further story that can be completely missed, and I love that. Warhorse Studios has been on the ball with this game. They have updated it multiple times now. We've had 2 hotfixes, we've had 3 major patches, and patch 1.2 we need to talk about. It had over 1,000 patch notes. 1,000 things were either fixed, added, or tweaked, and I just think it's crazy that Warhorse Studios had been working on this patch since way before the game had even been released, and then released this patch, and it was just incredible. Now, it's not all amazing. Warhorse Studios released patch 1.3 recently, alongside the fantastic Brushes with Death DLC, and unfortunately, it broke some things. Now, Warhorse Studios have released hotfix 2, which has addressed the issues that patch 1.3 caused. Now, I'm gonna say, you are making a massive open world RPG with so many things working together. One thing going wrong could have a butterfly effect and break other stuff. Now, I get that, and I understand that that could be a thing that could happen, so them now fixing it is fantastic. I think Warhorse Studios has been absolutely great at getting things fixed as quickly as possible to give us, the players, the best experience. Now let's talk about DLC quickly, because it's something that has been incredible so far. We've had the free hardcore DLC, which is something people have been asking for since day one. It's as good as it was in Kingdom Come 1, but even better, I would say now. But we've also had the first paid DLC, Brushes with Death. I loved it. I've played about halfway through so far, and every quest has been silly and fun, and I like the amount of options you have with the shield painting especially, and I really hope they build on that customization aspect. But we have 2 more major DLCs coming out that are paid. But alongside Brushes with Death, we also got the horse racing, which I haven't had a chance to play yet, but I know people are excited about. But yeah, the paid DLC is incredibly cheap, seemingly. I was expecting Brushes with Death to only be a couple of hours long. It turns out it's about 8 or 9 hours, which I think it's $4.99 if you buy it separately. Is well worth the price. But I think the most important thing about Kingdom Come 2 is just the amount of role-playing aspects that have been improved, worked upon, such as your dialogue options now having more option in terms of if you have skills in scholarship or survival, those can be used in dialogue. And there just seems to be a lot more of that in this. Also, if you have bloody clothes, that will affect your threatening capability. And I love that so much. And it just allows you to build your perfect Henry. Also, we need to talk about the new forgery system. Now you can forge your own weapons. You can forge horseshoes if you wanted to as a little side hustle. And I really like that. I'm still not good at it. Yeah, that is another thing that just makes you feel a lot more connected to Henry's father, Martin, which I really like. And archery now feels right. They've moved the bow in Henry's hand, so it actually now aims where you're pointing it, which was always an issue with KCD1 that I never really got my head around. But KCD2, I'm able to hit what I'm aiming at, and that feels nice, without there being a crosshair, right? But not only that, we now have crossbows and hand cannons, which are insane. I'm terrible with hand cannons, I never seem to hit anything, but damn do they look cool. And the new Master Strike as well, that you can pull off by attacking in the same direction that your enemy's attacking, which kind of hurts your brain a little bit, because obviously we're trying to defend ourselves, right? But you can now aim at an enemy the same direction they're aiming and then go in with a finisher, and I love that. There's so much depth and just exploration and love and just so much within Kingdom Come 2. I don't think anyone could do it justice in words. I just think you need to play it. And if you haven't already, please do. It's available now. And yeah, I can't wait to see what Warhorse Studios does next. Honestly, it's super exciting. I want to see KCD3. I'm just throwing it out there. Hopefully, though, we don't have to wait 7 more years until Kingdom Come 3. Thank you, Warhorse. I want to hear what your favourite things are in the comments down below. Tell me. Anyway, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years, sticking alongside the channel, and just being amazing. That's me. Now, bye guys.